How's everyone doing this morning? Good, yes? Well, we're going to talk about how to make money. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay, good, because making money, you should be excited, yes? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a lot about how to do it. In fact, I'm going to show you a specific technique that was going to show you how to make $1 million a year. Is that okay? See, it's kind of funny. I say $1 million a year, these guys laugh. $1 million a year isn't very much. It isn't very much. Trust me, it isn't very much. I make $1 million every 18 days, whether I'm awake or whether I'm asleep. Does that sound cool? Yes? Now think about this. My business averages $57,000 a day. $57,000 a day, whether I work or not. Okay? So let's just kind of look at this. Now, I need to make some corrections a little bit because I'm not famous, but if you look up my name on Google, you're going to see my name's on 750,000 websites or so, just on Google alone. Now, if you go to Yahoo, you're going to see that my name is on about 1 million websites there. If you go to MSN, you're going to see that my name's on over 400+ thousand websites there. Over 2 million websites across the world has my name on it. It's talking about me, my products, my students, things of that nature. But if you go to Amazon, you're going to find out that I'm one of the most referenced internet marketers in the world. There's a ton of people writing about me, my techniques, my strategies. These are all the books that actually reference me or my techniques. In fact, how many people ever heard of guerrilla marketing? Now, how many people actually read the book, Guerrilla Marketing? No one read the book? You've heard of it, but you never read the book. Okay, read the book. It's a great book. J. Conrad Levinson's a good friend of mine. If you open up the beginning of Guerrilla Marketing, you're going to find out that book, in the beginning of that book, that he dedicated that book to me and several other of my friends, internet marketers as well, too. Now, the thing is, how many people have you heard of The Secret? Yeah. You must have heard of that down here, yes? Yes? Now, The Secret, there's a bigger secret beyond The Secret. The bigger secret, when you really look at it, is that 40% of the speakers in that secret have trained with me, have come to my seminars, and I have helped them build their businesses. Now, is that cool? Now, if I can teach them how to build their businesses, appear on movies, and several movies in many cases, do you think I can teach you how to do the same thing? Of course. It's simple. It's easy. The problem that many of you have, how many people think making money is difficult? Anyone have that idea? Or how many people think that maybe someone's holding back something from you? Do you ever have a feeling that they're just not telling you everything? Raise your hand if that's you, if you think that's true. It's true. I'm not telling you jack today. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm actually going to show you step by step because this is not difficult. It's easy. The problem is that most people have been following the wrong advice. That's the difference. That's the reason why I've been doing this 12 years. That's the reason why my business continues to grow between $5 and $10 million every year. And so we're going to show you the real techniques on the internet, how to do it. And now I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it to you 100% without a doubt that this will work and this will work for you. And I'm going to point out some obvious things that you see every single day, and I'm going to show you how people all over the world are making money with that. Is that okay? Yes? Okay, so I train a lot of the biggest names in internet marketing. The fact is, several of the speakers this weekend that you're going to see this afternoon are in my high-end coaching program. They train with me. Now, all of the speakers this afternoon that you'll see, actually all of them have come to my seminar, the big seminar, which is the largest internet marketing seminar in the United States. We've been doing it now 6 years, going on 7, and we trained hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world, and they all make a trek from wherever they are, whether it be Australia, or whether it be England, or whether it be Singapore, but they come all over the world to come to my seminars. Why? Because I bring in the biggest names in internet marketing, because many of them are my friends, and we teach them for 3 full days, and so they all have come to my seminars. Many of the marketers that you see every single day online, that you're getting their emails. Sometimes you're getting more emails than you really want. But many of you are getting their emails. Many of those people are my students, and I train them. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to internet marketing, but it's good to be on the list. You see, when you're on the list and we start making some money, you get invitations in the mail like this. Is that kind of cool? Think about it. It says, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, President of the Prince's Trust, requests the pleasure of the company of Mr. Armand Morin at a gala dinner to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Prince's Trust at Buckingham Palace. Would that be cool to get an invitation like that in the mail out of the blue? Yes? Think about this. I'm a guy that, for 5 years, I didn't have this big technical background. And in fact, I sold vacuum cleaners door to door for 5 years. That was my preparation for being on the internet. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. But the fact is, now I'm sitting there at Buckingham Palace with Kevin Spacey, the actor, with Ridley Scott, the director. Simply Red, the band, is playing for dinner music at Buckingham Palace. I mean, I was standing there. Here's a kind of a funny story. I show up, and I'm in England, and me and my wife are there, and all of a sudden, I'm getting ready to go to this dinner at Buckingham Palace, and there's a car. They sent this car to come pick us up at 6 o'clock. It's 5 to 6. I'm getting ready. I have a tuxedo on, and I turn to my wife and I say, "Where's my black socks?" And she says, "Didn't you pack them?" I said, "I didn't pack them." She said, "You don't have any black socks then?" I said, "Well, let's think about this. I'm getting ready to go meet the Prince of Wales at Buckingham Palace, and I have two choices now. Show up, one, with no socks, which would be kind of a cool story. But number two, wear white socks to Buckingham Palace in a tuxedo, and that would be a good story. But, so I called down. I called downstairs and I said, "Hi, and my name's Armand Morin, and I'm getting ready to have dinner at Buckingham Palace with the Prince of Wales, and I don't have any black socks." The guy hangs up on me. I'm like, geez, he hangs up on me. I need black socks here. 2 seconds later, black socks at my door. Just like that. Apparently, they take this whole Prince thing very seriously over in England. So there I am. I'm at dinner. You know, I'm with Chuck. I call him Chuck now because we're buddies. But so we're there at Buckingham Palace, right? And it's after dinner, and people are mingling all around, and I'm kind of leaning up against the wall, and I'm just kind of sitting there talking to a few friends of mine. And all of a sudden, Kathy Hilton comes up to me. Kathy Hilton's Paris Hilton's mother. So she comes up to me, and she says, "Excuse me, do you know where the restroom is?" I said, "Well, it's right there." So now, I don't know this for sure, but I think that she thought that I was someone that worked there. I was like a waiter or something, dressed like this. So I don't know. But anyways, that's my Kathy Hilton story. So I feel pretty safe, because when I travel a lot. In fact, last weekend I was in Jakarta. A couple of weekends ago I was in England. And in fact, when I travel, my wife is left home alone, with my daughter, of course, but she's left home alone, and when I leave, and my wife has nothing to do, what do you think she does? She goes shopping. My wife goes shopping. So I'm in England a few years ago, and all of a sudden, my wife calls me up and said, "Well, I found something that I'm going to buy." I was like, "Okay." And I said, "That's fine." So she sends me over some pictures. This was it. This is what my wife bought when I was in England. Now, ladies, would that be cool for you to just go out shopping and buy something, I don't know, like this? Yes? I mean, it'd be kind of nice just to go out. And, we're actually building that out because it's a little small. But but here's what my wife picked up last week while I was in Jakarta. When I was in Jakarta, halfway around the world, my wife goes out shopping again. Except this time it wasn't as big, thankfully enough. But this is what she bought. So she buys a new Mercedes SUV last week while I was out of town. So she goes shopping all the time. It's kind of funny, because I talked to her just before I came down here this morning. And I talked to my wife. I said, she says, "Well, after you're finished, give me a call and everything else," because it's about, right now there it's, I think it's 6 o'clock at night or so. She said, "If we're not home, call my cell." I said, "Why?" She says, "Well, we're going out shopping." No lie. Just a few minutes ago, she says that to me. Now, I'm celebrating because my company recently hit, not $45 million like was said earlier, but my company recently hit in the last few months $55 million in total sales. Is that cool? I mean, could you guys picture yourself doing that? Now, let's put this into perspective a little bit. Now, what do these people have in common? I mean, we got Norah Jones, we've got Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Gordon Ramsay, Kate Blanchett, Patrick Dempsey, Tom Cruise, Ellen DeGeneres, Sarah Jessica Parker, Charlie Sheen, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lopez. Did I say Jennifer Lopez? Did I say Jennifer? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, what do all these people have in common? What do they have in common? Money, some of you say. What else? What is it? Marketing. Okay, that's good. What else? Residual income. Okay. Here is the answer. All of these people, what they have in common is this. They all made less money than I did last year. Let's think about this. All these people made less money than I did, and I work from home and I work in my basement. But yet they all made less money than I did last. Yeah, they're a little bit more famous than I am. But the fact is that cool that there's a possibility that you can make the type of income that make them want to have? Is that cool? It can be done. It can be done over and over and over again. It's just you have to know some little bit of information. So you can do anything on the internet. In fact, I had a good friend of mine. He's a country music artist. How many people like country music here? Raise your hand. Okay, the rest of you, get out. But he had a brand new CD. The problem was, no one knew who he was. Big problem. He asked me to help him market his CD, and this is the website we created for him. Right here. Very good-looking gentleman. Okay, for those of you that haven't got it yet, that's me in a cowboy hat. Okay? Under the name of Michael Lee Austin, I launched a CD not too long ago, a couple years ago. Actually, we're getting ready to launch our second CD. Now, here's what happened. Using the power of the internet and nothing more. Never played in a single bar, never did a particular concert, nothing, right? I'm actually doing one concert. I'm getting ready to do a concert in the beginning of the year. I'm actually traveling over to Iraq, and I'm actually doing a USO tour. That's the only time I agreed to actually do a concert. Norway called me up. The country, Norway. It's actually kind of a funny story. They've seen what we did. And Norway calls me up, and they want me to play at the Norway Country Music Festival. And I said, no, forget it. They said, because it wasn't paying me enough money. No, I'm just kidding. But I just couldn't fit it in. But here's what happened. 4 days. We were the number 7 best-selling CD in the world. Not in just country music. In all music. All music, anywhere in the world, all CDs sold. In 4 days, we were the number 7th best-selling CD. Out of every genre of music that you can possibly think. Put it this way, if your favorite group is not listed above me, I beat them. Okay? Let's put another perspective. If you went to Amazon that week, I was at number 1 in Amazon for that particular week, and we did it in 4 days. 4 days! And let's put it this way. Some guy in number 2 came in, some guy named Bruce Springsteen, was at number 2. Some people call him the boss. I don't anymore. Because I beat him. Rascal Flatts was at number 3. But all music, we broke all the records that Amazon had ever seen in 4 days. And not in just one category of music, in 4 different categories on Amazon. We were the number 1 overall best-selling CD in 4 days, and we did all just using the power of internet marketing. Is that cool? In fact, in the US, we have a place called Target. Automatically, without us even asking, they put us on their main page right there with many other people there. So why am I here? This year, I have been to Australia 6 times this year. 6 times traveling 22 to 24 hours in order to get here. So again, if I make all this money, why the heck am I traveling to Australia, right? And especially not on vacation. So the reason why I'm doing it is because I'm on a mission. You see, I'm changing my business. I'm changing my business model. In fact, I'm not going to be speaking a lot next year. I have a daughter, she's 2 years old, and I want to spend more time at home with my daughter. I mean, I think a lot of you, how many people have kids here? I mean, I've seen my daughter every day of her life, just about, unless I was traveling. But every morning, my daughter comes up and jumps on me in bed. Is that kind of a cool way to wake up in the morning with your kids jumping on top of you? It's not really that great, trust me. But it's kind of a shock to your system. I think I'm going to have a heart attack at one of these points. So I'm looking for a select few people to learn my methods and continue on what we're doing, but more importantly, work with me and literally turn them into Australian millionaires. Is that cool? Yes? The question is, who wants to be one of those people? Anybody? Who wants to make $1 million in a year? Okay, if you didn't raise your hand, get out. Why are you here? 2 million, well, you can make a lot more than that. You can make a lot more, and we're going to prove it to you. So, here's some facts. Internet facts. 8,000 people every single day. 8,000 people every single day start a business on the internet, and 90% of them fail. This is a fact, legitimate fact. Forrester Research did the study a couple years ago. 8,000 people every single day, probably more now, start a business, and yet they fail. 90% of them fail. We've done something a little bit different. You see, the way I teach people is I don't want to know theory. How many people have ever heard of theory? You've heard of theory? People teaching you theory. If you went to college or university, you've heard them teach you theory. Theory is a bunch of crap. Why would you want to learn a theory? A theory, by definition, is an unproven concept. Why would they teach you an unproven concept? I'm only going to show you things today that actually work, 100% without no doubt. This is going to work. It's going to work 100% every single time. There's no question, because we've been doing it, and we've been doing it for 12 years now. But my students, when I teach them my methods, my systems, we switched the system as far as people failing. We have a 94% success rate. 94%, which means if you do exactly what I do, you're going to succeed. The 6% of the people that didn't do it, they didn't do exactly what I told them to do. The fact is, if you do what I tell you to do, it's going to work. No question, okay? Does that make sense to everybody? Does that mean just do a little bit of what I say? No, that means do all of what I say. Does that make sense? Okay, so now, you are not complete. You see, many of you, how many people have a business online right now? Raise your hand if you have raise your hand if you have a website. Okay, keep your hands up. How many people are actually making money with their websites? Keep your hands up. Okay, a lot of your hands went down. Now let me show you some things though. Keep your hands up if you're making some kind of money at least. Let's look at traffic. How many people are getting more than 1,000 visitors a month to their website? Keep your hands up. How many people are getting more than 5,000 visitors a month to their website? You're good. How many people are getting more than 10,000, 50,000, 100,000? You got 100,000 visitors a month. That's good. How many people are getting more than 6 million visitors a month? You get more than 6 million visitors a month? Yeah. What do you do?
I'm a webmaster and business owner of a photography community.
What is it?
A photography community.
A photography, so you're on a social network.
Yeah, it's like Flickr.
Gotcha. Cool. So now, I make 6 million visitors a month too. So what do you make? What? So if you make 6 million visitors a month, so you must be making about the same amount that I do, right?
Not quite.
Okay. So we'll show you how to change that. I can actually show you how to change that and actually triple your income tomorrow morning. Okay, so anyway, so now people building a business calls for a complete business model. You see, the problem is most marketers have a business that's incomplete. It doesn't work. So now, this is the exact reason why you're not as successful as you want to be. But I have a question for you. Who's ready to have a complete business model that generates millions of dollars a year? Anybody, yes? We're going to show you this step by step. It's going to be very, very simple. There's 3 elements, 3 things you need to know. You need marketing knowledge, traffic generation, and number 3, residual income. All 3 components. Most of you, if you have any of this, you have 1 part of the process, 2 parts of the process maybe, but very few of you have all 3 parts of the process. And that's why your business is not succeeding the way it should be. So we're going to talk about each one of these, and we're going to talk about this in detail so you have a clear understanding of not only how to do it, but more importantly, the process behind it and how to continue doing it in the future. So the best part is all 3 elements of this can be learned. They can absolutely be learned. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to be a webmaster like he is. You don't have to be technical whatsoever. In fact, if you can wake up in the morning and fog up a mirror, you can make this work, okay? So that means as long as you're alive, this can work for you. In fact, some people, if they build their business right, even if you're dead, you will still make money online if you do all these steps, and no one will ever know the difference. So your problem is you've been learning the wrong elements to build a business. The greatest product, you can have the greatest product in the world, but if no one knows about it, it doesn't matter, does it? The greatest support, you can have the greatest support system in the world around you. And again, no one's going to know about it. You're not going to make any money. The greatest marketing in the world, if you don't have all 3 elements, won't help you. So nothing will help you if you don't have all 3 of these elements. So let's talk about each one of these elements and put it into perspective for you as far as how to do it. And we're going to go into very much detail on this as far as what to do, how to do it, and things that you're already looking at, things that you already see on a daily basis, and we're going to make it work. Now, an internet marketing model. In internet marketing, I want you guys to think of internet marketing, and not as internet marketing, but as direct response. Okay, write those 2 words down. Direct response. Because direct response is getting people to see something, then take an action, and the action that we want to take is to simply buy something from us. Okay? Buy something. Buy something. I didn't say sell them something. I said I want them to buy something from us. I didn't say we have to sell them. I said we need to have them buy something from us. You know the difference between selling and buying? The difference is, if I sell something to you, it's my idea. If you buy something, it's your idea. And it's a lot easier when it's our idea, because if we think it's our idea, we're going to do it. Does that make sense? And so that's what persuasion is, and that's what direct response marketing is getting people to believe that they have enough information to make an educated decision in order to buy our product or service. So when we're selling a product online, there are 4 steps. Only 4 steps. And again, a direct response website. Now, when I say a direct response website, I mean a website selling one product and one product only. And we're going to primarily focus on information products. Okay? Information products. And the reason why information products is because information products are the quickest, fastest way for you to make money immediately. Now, the other part that I didn't say, though, I didn't say that it has to be your information, did I? Did any part of that say that it had to be your information? No. You see, many of you, how many people have written a book? There's always a few people in the audience who have written a book. One person here. Anyone else ever write a book? Okay, you wrote a book, you wrote a book, you wrote a book. Now, how long did it take you? How about you?
An e-book for an event, so probably 3 weeks.
3 weeks, that's pretty good.
I did one with a series of articles about 2 days.
2 days, that's very good. How about you? 3 years and still going. You're the type of guy that I'm like. Now, I wrote a book last week. You know how long it took me? 10 minutes. 10 minutes on it. 10 minutes, my name was on it, and it was up online. 10 minutes. Oh, that was 10 minutes including the sales letter. That was 10 minutes including the book. That was 10 minutes including the website. And that was 10 minutes including starting to drive traffic to it already. In 10 minutes. Now, if I can do this in 10 minutes, do you think that I could make a lot of money doing it? Now, again, think about this. If you could make a product in 10 minutes, would that be cool? Who wants to know how to make a product in 10 minutes? Okay, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to right now. It's called private label rights. Okay, private label rights. Write that down. Just 3 words. Private label rights. And next to it, I want you to write PLR. PLR. It's very important that you write PLR next to it. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to Google, and you're going to search for private label right products. And you're going to find out that you can buy products for private label rights, including the website, including the product, with it editable that you can put your name on it, and you can have all the rights for about $5 to $10 each. Okay? So that means with $50, you can probably get about 10 of these. Does that make sense? On all kinds of niches. Not how to make money. For number 1 rule, don't sell products to people on how to make money. Okay? Because you're fighting tooth and nail with every top marketer there is online. It doesn't make sense. The money is not in teaching other people how to make money. The money is in teaching people how to, let's say, get rid of their acne. Let's say, how to lose weight. Little things like how to knit, how to crochet. And we can find products that people have problems with, like ADD or ADHD, or any other kind of health-related problem, how to get rid of warts. I mean, all kinds of these things. And we're looking for products that people have a problem with that want to get rid of that problem quickly. So we can find these private label rights products for $5 to $10. It comes with the website, comes with the product, you can put your name on it, and instantly you can upload it to your website in about 10 minutes. Is that cool, yes? Okay, so now, thank you very much. My name is Armand Morin. Everyone have a great day. Because now you know how to put up a product online, yes? We have a product. Okay, you don't know how to do it. Well, it comes with a website, right? You take the website and you get someone that's called a webmaster. And you tell them, I want that website uploaded to my hosting account. Now we're done. Oh, we need a way to take payments, right? Go to clickbank.com. Okay, Andrew talked about this last night. Clickbank.com. Sign up for an account, costs you $50. And now you have a way to take credit cards. Okay? Now are we done? Anything else we need to know? What else do we need to know? Traffic! And that's what we'll talk about today. We'll talk about traffic, and I'll show you how to combine what I just showed you. And what I just showed you was an easy way to make $1 million a year. Okay? and I'm going to prove it to you, and I'm going to show it to you over the course of the next few minutes. So here's the model, though. Every direct response system has 4 parts to it. Number 1, an opt-in page. Number 2, a sales letter. Number 3, an order page or an upsell page. And number 4, a thank you page or an upsell page. Now, there's 4 parts, and this is a complete model. Most internet marketers don't have all these parts. But yet many of them are able to make millions of dollars. But now, here's the thing. 4 parts, an opt-in page. What is that? That's where you go to a page and you ask a person to give you their name and email address in exchange for them signing up to your newsletter or in order for them to see more information about what it is that you have. There is no other way to get around this. You either give you their name and email address or they leave. That's it. Give us your name and email address or get out. And that's the way you have to be. So if they don't give us their name and email address, do they see what we have to offer them? Answer? No. And that's good. Because you may be thinking, some of you may be thinking, well, but Armand, you don't understand. If they don't see my sales letter, how are they going to buy my product? They're not. Because if they don't trust you enough to give you their name and email address today, right now, do you think they're going to trust you enough in 5 or 10 minutes from now in order to buy something from you and give you their credit card? No, it's not going to happen. So what happens is this. They come here, we offer them a free report or an option to subscribe to our newsletter. Then at that point, they see our sales letter. Now, a sales letter basically just describes what it is that we're selling. That's all. Describes exactly what it is that we're selling. Now, here's the cool part about a sales letter. Now, how many people have ever been to a website and seen these sales letters that kind of scroll and you 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 scroll? Do you guys ever seen those websites? Oh, I hate those things. Well, that's the kind of sales letter you need. Because statistically, if a person has to click one time to find out more information about your product without an incentive, they're going to leave your page. 67% of the people will leave just like that. That's why we put everything on one long scrolling website. Not because we like it, not because we want to write a 13, 14-page sales letter, but because our sales letter itself is our salesperson. It's answering the questions. It's preempting their thoughts. It's doing all the work for us so we don't have to talk to an individual. I don't want to talk to my customers. I really don't. That's why I write these long sales letters in order to answer all their questions. And we're just giving them all the answers that they could possibly think of about our product or service. That's what we're doing. We're just giving them as much information as we possibly can in order to direct them to make an educated decision to buy our product, which should be what it leads ultimately to. Very simple. Now, when they go to order our product or service, we ask them to buy something else. Very simple. We ask them to buy something else. So let's say we have a product that we're selling and it's, I don't know, let's just say $50. We're selling a product for $50. So a person goes to buy this product and we say, hey, would you like to buy this product too on top of it? It's kind of like when you go to McDonald's and you order a cheeseburger and they say, would you like fries with that? It's the same thing. It's an upsell. They're getting you to spend more money at the time before you actually ultimately pay for everything. So if we're selling a product for $50, would you like to buy this product too? And that may be another $50. So instead of just getting $50 from a person, we actually get how much? $100 from a person. Now, doesn't that sound a lot better? How much more work did we have to do? No more work. See, it's okay to make money and do nothing. Is that okay? Does anyone have a problem with that here? Does anyone have a problem with that, making money and doing nothing? Because once you set up these systems, that's ultimately what you do, is make money, do nothing, but you have to get the most amount from a person when they come to your site. Now, I'm not telling you to sell them something that they don't need. I'm telling you to sell them something that's going to complement, make the product they originally wanted to purchase better. That's what I'm talking about. So we ask them to buy more at that point. Now, after they purchase the product, they bought something from us. At this point, on the thank you page where they go to download, because remember, I said information products, didn't I? We're selling an information product. So they're going to download this information product. I didn't say ship it. I didn't say it was going to be physical. Because do you really want to ship it? Do you know how much it costs to ship stuff from here to the US? You know, that's going to eat into your profits alone. And do you think someone really wants to pay an extra $15, $20, $30 in some cases for shipping all the way to the US or any place else for that matter, or Europe? No, they don't want to pay that. So we sell them a digital product that they can get right now, so it's an impulse buy. They're going to get in 5 minutes from the time that they place their order. And on the thank you page, we're going to give them the link to simply download the product. Maybe it's a PDF file. And so they download the file to their computer. But on that page, all of a sudden we ask them, hey, did you know that people that bought this product would maybe want to buy this product too? You see what I mean? How many people ever ordered something from Amazon? Anyone ever go to buy something from Amazon? When you went to Amazon, now, I'm not a mind reader, but I bet that before you went to get something from Amazon, they said, before you even left, before you even ordered your product, they said, hey, did you know that people that bought this product also bought these other products? And they showed you 3 examples. And then after you bought, they said the same thing. Did you know that people who bought this product also bought this product, this product, and this product? So let's think about this. Amazon is a multi-billion-dollar company. Jeff Bezos was brilliant when he started it. And he was brilliant as he keeps on going because he's looking at all the points where a person could possibly order something else and then offering it to them. And that's how they make their money. So let's see. If Amazon is doing this and they're a multi-billion-dollar company, do you think that you should do this? Does that make sense to everybody? This is what you're seeing other companies do already online, except chances are you're probably not doing it because you said, well, I don't want to offend these people. Offend them, right? You know what's more offensive? Is the little bit of amount of money that you make. That's offensive. Do you see what I mean? You can get excited by simply getting people to buy more of what they really want to buy anyways by just introducing it to them. Does that make sense to everybody? Yes? I mean, can you get excited about making money? Let's think about this. $57,000 a day. That's what I currently make. Now, that sucks. It sucks. I mean, it sucks to be me, right? But do you know what? That sucks in comparison to what other companies make. That sucks in comparison. Oh, here's the other thing. $57,000 a day, $20 million a year, that's what I make currently. $20 million a year. Now let's think about this. I do it from my home, and here's how many people work for me. Could you stand up, please? Could you stand up? 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 And could you stand up? 7 people work for me. 7 people. Do you know where they work? From home. Why? Because I don't want to see them. They work from home, and they don't even live in the same town that I do. They live all across the U.S. Please have a seat, thank you. But 7 people. I was doing over $1 million a year in my business by myself. By myself. I did everything. Customer service, the whole works. And you know what? Today, it's easier to do this than it ever has been in the history of the internet. It's easier to do this. I mean, it's kind of cool. Hey, you know what happened yesterday? I didn't forget to tell you guys my big story of the day. I got here yesterday afternoon about noon or so. Flew in, got here about noon yesterday. I got here, but my clothes didn't. My clothes didn't, so I had to go shopping yesterday. I went next door and I went shopping, and this is the clothes I bought. My clothes will be here sometime this afternoon. But, you know, I've lost my luggage twice. Twice in my whole life. And my luggage didn't make it when I was going to make it. And both times, was for Jamie McIntyre's event. Both times. So, but the fact is that, you know, it's kind of cool because you show up, you don't have anything, and you're like, okay, well, I got my computer. And so I went upstairs and I bought some stuff online. I went shopping, I came back, went upstairs to worked on a website a little bit, and then I bought some software for like $500, and I probably spent like, I don't know, $2-3 grand yesterday between clothes and buying products and services from other people on the internet that I want. And the thing is that I'm halfway around the world, but yet my business still functions. Is that cool? Whether I'm on vacation or not, whether I'm awake or not, my business is still going to do about the same amount of volume. It doesn't take me to be involved in it. You see what I mean? You see, I want you guys to build a business, not a job. That's the difference. You're looking to build a business, not a job. You're looking to build a business, not a job. A business does not require you to be there. A job does. Now, you could create a job doing this, and that may be very fulfilling for you, that you love I absolutely love 100% what I do. I love creating things on the internet. I love doing things that no one's ever seen before. And that makes me feel good. I mean, for example, we've created some of the most exciting things the internet has ever seen. Have you guys ever seen a website that you went there and it started talking to you? We created that. How many people have ever went to a website and seen a pop-up? I created the most popular pop-up software that the internet has ever seen. So chances are the pop-up that you saw was a direct result of one of the pop-up softwares that I created. How many people ever went to Amazon and had this little window show up on top of it that wasn't a pop-up that was embedded in the screen? Anyone ever seen that? It just kind of floated in? We created that technology and we own the patent on that technology. And I did this from my basement. I like doing what I do. I like creating things to make people's lives easier as far as marketing, easier on the internet. And the best part is if it's not a job for me anymore. I do the things that I want to do, and the things that I don't want to do, I have someone else do. Is that okay? Absolutely. And you guys can too. So now, here's how you become an internet marketing expert. If you understand these 4 pieces, there's 4 numbers that you need to know too. 4 numbers. And here's the 4 numbers. If you understand these 4 numbers, you are now an internet marketing genius. It's that simple. Number 1, 4 numbers you need to know. Unique visitors that come to your website. How many unique people came to your website this month, or this day, or whatever it may be? Number 2, the number of people that gave you their name and email address. Out of those unique visitors, what's the percentage that actually gave you their name and email address? Number 3, what percentage of those people actually went to your order page, where you take their name and credit card information? Number 4, the percentage that actually completed the order. 4 numbers. 4 numbers. You see, the internet is about 2 things: psychology and math. Psychology and math. You see, if I know these 4 numbers, I can 100% automatically tell you what your problem is. If you know these 4 numbers, you can tell and you can analyze and you can figure out in less than 2 minutes what your problem is. Why aren't more people buying from you? Because if you know these 4 numbers, you can identify exactly where the bottleneck is. If they're not going from step 1 to step 2, or they're not going from step 2 to step 3, that's your bottleneck. That's the part that you need to work on. That's what you need to focus in on, and that's how you make more money. You see, what we do is not always going to be perfect. No matter what I know, and I know a lot about marketing, whatever I put up still sucks. Because the market dictates to me whether my idea was good or not. If it was good, they're going to order. And in internet marketing, we're looking for something and we're striving for something that can't possibly happen. I call it internet marketing utopia. Internet marketing utopia is what every single marketer on the planet is trying to achieve. And what internet marketing utopia is the perfect order process, the perfect sales letter, the perfect web page. It does not exist and it will never exist. And here's why. Until I have 100% of the people coming to my website and buying my product or service, I'm still working on it, ain't I? The fact is, will it ever happen? No, never going to happen. But the market has led you to believe small numbers are good. Meaning, if you ask most internet marketers what their numbers are, they're going to tell you 2%, 3%, 4% conversion to get from the number of people that come to their website. 2 out of every 3 people, or 3 out of every 100 people, 2 out of every 100 people, or 3 out of every 100 people are a good number. 2 or 3% of the people will buy your product and service. That's crap. You see, where I made the biggest jump in my business, where I started doubling and tripling my business almost overnight, was when I realized that the numbers that everyone else was giving me and that I tended to believe myself were wrong. And here's what I mean. That number 1, the number of conversions, that 2 to 3%, yeah, not opt-in conversion, but total sales, is not a realistic number, that I could do better than that. When I started using all 4 parts of this process, and I started calculating these numbers, all of a sudden something magical happened. Here's what happened. My numbers went from 3% to now I have websites converting into sales at 15%. In fact, 3 of my top websites convert at 8, 9, actually 12, and 15. That's the top 4 of my websites. 8, 9, 12, and 15%. Think about that. just by making a change. Before, they were doing 2 and 3% each. So do you think by using this whole process, you can make more money? Yes? This works. And this is the reason why, just a few years ago, 5 years ago, I think it was, 4 or 5 years ago, I stood on this stage, this exact room. This is the first time I ever been to Australia, and I spoke to a group of people, about the same number that's in this room right now, and I spoke to a group of people, and I said, well, I did pretty well on the internet. This is 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. Now, maybe 5 or 6, probably more likely. I stood on the stage and I said, we've done really well on the internet. In fact, my business currently does about $1 million a year. 4 and 5 years ago. Let's say 5, just to make it easier. 5 years ago, let's say. Now, at that time, my business had done a total of $9 million, period. Now, look at what's happened over the course of just a few short years later. Now went from $9 million to $55 million in just a few short years. And most of it has been in the last 3 years. In fact, this year we'll do 20 million out of that 55 million. So why was there such a big jump in my income? Because I figured out this process. You see, this looks really simple to you. But in reality, this is the most complex piece of marketing information that you'll ever see. Because this says it all. This is what the process is. Once you implement this into any product that you sell or market on the internet, you're going to ultimately make more money. So again, does everyone understand that? Yes? It's very easy. It's very simple. But don't let the simplicity of it hold you back from not using it. Because people tend to believe that marketing has to be complicated. It doesn't. It's very simple. So again, business law number 1. If you just open up a bridal shop offline, what would you do in order to get people to have customers come into your shop? What would you do? Newspaper ads. No. What else? A pretty window dressing. No. What else? Internet marketing. Okay, I'll let you go on that one. Okay. What else? What else would you do to get people to come in? Advertise. Sure. Okay, where would you advertise though? TV. No. Where else? What? Bridal magazines. Yes. Where else? Where else would you advertise? Expos. What kind of expos? Bridal expos. Okay. Where else would you advertise? Search engines. Okay, I'll let you go on that one. What else? Wedding registries. Okay, that'd be good. What else? Websites, certain websites. Okay. What? Churches? Possibly. Okay.
Marriage celebrants.
What is it?
Marriage celebrants.
Marriage what?
Celebrants.
Marriage celebrants. What's that?
People who marry you.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Priests, justice of peace, and stuff like that. Okay. If you open up a Starbucks, what do? You do the same thing, right? There's no difference online. The difference is, the question is where? Where do you advertise? I said no to newspapers. I said no to TV. I said no to radio. Why? Because it wasn't targeted. It was not targeted traffic. That's what we want. So we want targeted traffic. So the question is, where do these people ultimately go? Well, chances are, in today's day and age, they're probably going to go to Google. If you're getting married, if you're doing anything, I don't care what it is, you're going to go to Google at some point. You're going to feel the benefits and the results of Google. I don't care anywhere in the world you are, you're going to feel the benefits and the results of Google. And we're going to show it to you. So now, there's a concept called Google AdWords, and Andrew just touched on it last evening. Google AdWords, you've all seen it. Now, this is the standard Google search, and I think I searched for bridal gowns or something like that. So now, there's 3 parts to it. There's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, does everyone see that? 3 parts. Number 1, the top is paid and the right-hand side is paid. Meaning, when I say paid, what I'm referring to is that you pay to be there. I shouldn't say you pay to be there, because that's not accurate. You pay if someone clicks on one of your ads. Okay? So now this can range anywhere between we'll talk about that in a second. Anywhere between 1 cent really to $50, but we'll talk about it a little bit later. What most of you have been convinced of, what most of you have been duped into thinking, what most of you have been fooled on, is what every other person in the world thinks. That in order to make money on the internet, you need to be here, in this free section. Am I right? How many people have heard that in order to make money on the internet, you have to have your website in the top 10? Does that make sense? Raise your hand if you heard that. Okay? It's a load of crap. Okay, and here's why. Let me prove it to you. Let me prove this to you once and for all. Let's use some logic, okay? Now, I don't know how many listings came up, but let's say there was 20 million websites that came up maybe when I typed in the word bridal gown. Would that seem about right? Okay, let's just go with it. So does that mean that only 10 websites out of 20 million make money under the term bridal gowns? Is that true? Does anyone here even think that's true? Because we'll go outside right now. Okay? I will beat you. And if I can't do it, I will hire someone that can. The fact is that's not true. Under the term diets, for example, there are 40+ million websites somewhere in that area that are selling diet products online. Do you think only 10 websites in all the world make money? No? I don't think so either. More websites than that. It doesn't matter if you're in the top 10 or not. But here's the other odds. Let's look at the odds. Do you think you're ever going to be in the top 10? Just think about this. Be careful with your answers. We'll go outside. Do you think you'll ever be in the top 10? Do you think you will? You've been there, okay. So if you put up a website today, how long is it going to take you? A few weeks to a couple months, maybe longer? Depends on what you're doing, how you do it, right? So in other words, you don't know for sure, 100%. So you don't know. My point is, all my websites in the top 10 for what I do, okay? But is that the right way to think about it? No, it's not. The odds are against you. What do you do? What do you do? What's your topic?
Goal setting.
Goal setting. Okay, that's a pretty good topic. Is that a popular topic? Are you in the top 10 in Google? Okay. What's your topic? What do you do? Clothing accessories. Okay. Historic clothing accessories. Okay, so you have a website in the top 10. You've been there, you said, things of that nature. And what else? What do? You have a book.
It's an uncompleted book. It's actually
A trading publication like market analysis and stuff, so stock market.
It's intermarket relationships in the global.
No wonder it's taking you 3 years to write this book. Because it took me 3 years just to figure that out. But the fact is that that's a very competitive market, though.
It is, but there's not much in there, not much there that's covering the whole of life.
Not much there. But still, we have to put up a website and we have to get it ranked. You see, even if you're good, even if you know exactly what you're doing, and I do, it's still going to take you months in order to even try to be in the top 10. Now, if you're marketing a diet product, you see, let's stop right here for a second, because I want to show you guys something that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Most marketers will tell you, in order to be successful on the internet, you need to go after a niche. Is that right? Have you guys ever heard that before? They're full of crap. Let's go to a niche. Let's go to where the fewest number of people actually are. Let's go to where the fewest number of people are that have a high interest in a specific product. Okay, does that make sense? Yes, in some cases. But is that where the money is? Is that where the money is? Do you think if we go after this low niche of people that are very interested in a very specific type, if we niche it down, yes, we can become successful and we can be the big dog in a small market. I don't want that. I would rather go after the big market where people are spending money already. Diet. Do you think that's a good market? Why do you think that's a good market? Because people are fat all over the world, right? No, trust me, I'm from the US. I know this. But the fact is that, do you think that's a good market? If you could dominate, if you could maybe just get into that market, do you think you could make money? Why wouldn't a person go into that market? Because they said, everyone's telling them that they have to niche it down. That's why they won't compete in that market. But that's where all the money is. Another big one, maybe golf. Is that a big market? Go after the big markets, because you only just need a little bit in the big markets in order to become successful. You know, I created a product in the diet market, made $4,000 my first month. It wasn't even my product. It was a private label rights product that I bought. Put it up online, tweaked it, spent a little time on it, about an hour, not a lot, and put it up online. Put it up online. Diet product. How to boost your metabolism. That was the product. I didn't write it myself. Trust me, look at me. The fact is, but the fact is, I put up this product, right? Now, the first 7 days, I built a list of 4,000 plus people, 4,200 people in that one market. 4,200 people, I created a list. Now, even if they didn't buy my product, what can I do with that list? I can market other products and services to them, can't I? Could I have been able to do that in this small niche market that no one's searching for anyway? Probably not. And it would have been more difficult and would have been more expensive to do it. See, if you know what you're doing, go after the bigger markets because that's where the money is. But the fact is that the odds are against you. See, if you depend on search engine optimization in order to get your sites ranked in the search engines and that's how you build your business, it's a losing battle. And here's the reason why. The one thing I can guarantee you amongst this whole web page that you're looking at in front of you right now is that that green area is going to change. And it's going to change tomorrow, maybe. It's definitely going to change in 3 months from now. Because what happens every single day? More websites come in, don't they? And they may be better optimized. They may have other factors. And so this changes constantly. So what you're there one day, all of a sudden it changes. You said you were there once, and then maybe it went away, and then maybe it came back again. It's volatile. It changes all the time. Here's the biggest reason. You see, people were depending on this all the time until November of 2006. Very important month. You should write that down. November of 2006, something happened that shocked the internet marketing world forever. It was called the Google Slap. Okay? And this was the first version of the Google Slap. Now, what happened was that Google, in this free section, changed how they rank their websites. Changed. Everything changed. Okay? This is the very first time it happened in a very major way. So companies that were at the top, some of them weren't there anymore. Some of them weren't even there to be found. And here's what happened. Now, why was that even such an important month? Because November is the month before December, and December is where all major holidays are, and that's the biggest shopping time of the year. And you know who was affected most? Toy manufacturers. Billions of dollars were lost when that happened, instantly, because they were at the #1 spots for their terms for years and years and years and years. And all of a sudden, one day, they wake up, gone. Weren't even there anymore. And so they were up in arms, but could they do anything about it? No, there's nothing they could do. But they had to change their model forever. And what did they do? They focused on all the paid areas of Google. Now, those areas, if you know what you're doing, it can work wonders for you. You see, here's why this is so important. Because do you want to get rich fast or slow? Fast or slow, yes? Fast. Fast. That's what we want. Now, let's think about this. So if we want to get rich fast, do we want to wait 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in order to get our website ranked? You see, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee you will ever be ranked, no matter what anyone says. You cannot guarantee that you will be ranked. I can guarantee that you will be right there on the top or on that right-hand side in the next 10 to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes, I can put your ad right there. Easy. Now, if I could put your ad there in 10 to 15 minutes, what does that mean about how fast you can make money? You can start making money when? 10 to 15 minutes, right? You see, you can actually put up a website today and ultimately start making money today. Is that a good thing? Yes, that's a good thing. I want to know today how I can drive traffic. In fact, I can even do one better because in the next few minutes, over the course of the next probably 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how now you can only just have a website up and get possibly traffic. I'm going to show you how to drive 10 to 20 or 30,000 visitors to your website by the end of the day. Okay? Would that be cool? It's not a secret. It's in front of you already, and it's so simple. I'll show you. Some of you heard of it, some of you haven't. So how does this work? Well, the bottom line is called pay per click. Okay, which means that you agree to pay Google when someone clicks on your ad. You see, to have your ad there, it doesn't cost you anything. But when someone clicks on your ad, you agree to pay Google a certain amount of money. Is that an easy concept to understand? Okay, this can range between 1 cent to as much as $50 per click. Okay, easy enough. Everyone following me still? So your ad's up, it can stay there all day. But if no one clicks on it, you don't pay any money. But if someone clicks on it, you're going to pay Google a certain amount of money, usually 1 cent to $50, somewhere in that area, usually on the lower end of that spectrum. But if you know what you're doing, see, no one pays 1 cent and no one really pays $50. If you know what you're doing, though, you can keep this down to about 3 to 5 cents every time. Now, why is that important? Well, obviously, the less amount of money that you spend, the more money you make, correct? Now, let's look at those numbers. Now, let's look at some small numbers just to make it easy for you guys. 100 people come to your website, and let's say you're paying 5 cents a piece for them. How much did it cost you to have 100 people come to your website? 100 people cost you 5 cents. How much did it cost you? $5, right? $5. So it costs you $5 to get 100 people to your website. Now, let's assume that your website, that you're selling a small product, not a major product, a small product. A small product, and that product costs $20. Okay, we'll make it easy. So 100 people come to your website. We'll say 1% of the people buy something from you. 1%. So we got one sale out of 100, yes? So how much money did we bring in? $20. How much did we spend? 5. What's our net profit? 15. How many times a day would you like to do that? As many as you possibly can, right? That doesn't take brain work. But the fact is that that's how it works. That's the simplicity behind it. That's the simplicity behind it. Now, hopefully you'll convert more than 1%, and hopefully you'll get certainly more than 100 visitors to your website. But the fact is, that's the simplistic method behind this whole system. So it boils down to one word. Okay, to make this work, what most people will not tell you, what Google will not tell you, what any book on the internet will not tell you, that it boils down to relevancy. You see, Google's system, the way it works, as far as how they calculate how much you pay, it's all software. And it all boils down to one word. It works off of what's called relevancy. You see, Google's all about relevancy, which means if someone searches for the words bridal gowns, they want to see in the free section websites that talk about what? Bridal gowns. But they also want to see those ads. What should those ads be about? Bridal gowns. So if the ad is not about bridal gowns, what Google does is they penalize you, which means they say you can advertise here, but if you want to advertise here, we're going to make you pay more. In fact, we're going to make you pay maybe, in many cases, if it's not relevant, $5 to as much as $10 per click. Okay, $5 to $10 per click. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. But that's what they do. So, in order to give Google what they want, you have to be consistent. So therefore, what we can do, if we know that Google works off just software, that's what they are, is just one big software. There's not a lot of people looking at your ads all the time. Every once in a while they do, but for the most part they don't. There's only 4 lines that we have to work with. See, there's 4 lines that we have to work with. There's a title line, a description line 2, and a website address. So getting the lowest clicks has nothing to do with the website or anything like that. It has to do with our ad, because there's these little ads. If you'll remember the ads that we saw, there's only 4 lines on them, isn't there? 4 lines, that's it. That's all we have to work with. So we have to work within those 4 lines. So now, here's 2 Google ads. 2 ads right here. These are on tattoo designs, because as you can tell, I'm really big into tattoos. But, okay, that was a joke. Okay. I have no tattoos, because it looks painful. Now, the thing is that there's 2 ads right here. How many lines are there? 4 lines. 4 lines each, right? 4 lines each. So there's the title, there's 2 lines in the body, and then there's a URL website at the bottom. Okay? That's it. That's all we have to work with. So now, here's the secret. In order to get the lowest amount that you're going to pay, which is what our objective is, because if we're paying, for example, if we have 100 visitors come to our website and we're paying $1 per visitor, how much did it just cost us? $100. If we sold 1% of the people that came to our website at how much? $20. How much money did we make? We didn't. We lost $80, didn't we? We lost $80. So that doesn't make sense. So in order for us to make money, what we have to do is pay the lowest amount possible in order to get these people to our website. So now, the secret is your keyword, the word. Your keyword, and for example, bridal gown, has to be in the title, in the headline. In the ads that we saw, tattoo design was the keyword. It has to be in the title. It has to be in the description, line 1 or line 2. It has to be in the website address as well. So now, let's look at this particular ad. 10,000 tattoo designs. Is tattoo design in the title? Yes. Is tattoo design in the body? Find the perfect what? Tattoo design. So it's in the body. Does that meet our requirement so far? Yes? And is tattoo design in the website address? I didn't say in the URL. I said in the website address. So tattoo design is at the end. So does that match? Yes? Does everyone see that? Is tattoo design in all places that we need it to be? So Google's going to look at that and make us pay the lowest amount of clicks. Now, I wrote that ad. Do you know how much I pay? I pay 4 cents per click on one of the most popular subjects on the internet right now. 4 cents per click. That's what I pay. My competitors are paying 25 cents to 30 cents per click. Okay, but I only pay 4 cents. Now, here's the secret. The secret is the question mark. If you noticed on the ad that I just had, there's a question mark in my website address. Well, I put that there. So pay close attention because you're not going to hear this anywhere. You won't hear it in a book. You won't hear it from another marketer. You won't hear it any place, period, because I created this about 6 months ago. So here it is. Anything you put after the question mark, means nothing. Nothing. So why does it change? Why do we use it? Well, it doesn't change where people go, but it allows us to put the keyword in our website address. Okay, so here's an example. If you go to yahoo.com, question mark, Armand-Morin, which is my name. Now, if you go to that website address, you're going to go to yahoo.com. It doesn't change. You see, all it does is it just redirects exactly to where the person was going to go anyway. So it doesn't change anything. So we can use this in our advertising in order to give Google exactly what they want. Let me explain it a little bit more in detail. By using the question mark, you give Google exactly what they want. So one of the things you have to understand is that many times some people will come up with a technique, and it will be a manipulation technique. I do not believe, and will never believe, in trying to manipulate something in order to make it work. Success is achieved by not trying to manipulate the system, but by knowing the system and play 100% fully within its guidelines. And that's exactly what we're doing with that. So Google's going to reward us by allowing us to pay lower pay-per-click costs, bottom line. So we win. Is that a good thing? Yes? Now, think about this. How many people use AdWords right now, currently? Anyone use AdWords currently? You do? How much would you pay normally per click?
Only about 30 cents.
30 cents. That's quite a bit. Who else? 15 cents. That's pretty good. Now, how many keywords do you use in your campaign? Total?
Between
100 to 150? That's fairly good. You should need more, though. You should have between 500 to 1,000. How many keywords do you use? Not. You should use a lot more than. Your average keyword campaign should average between 50 to 100 keywords about your topic. You know, and there's many ways to say what you have. But the thing is that 500 to 1,000 keywords will give you enough keywords and range in order to get the traffic that you need to your website. So now, is that a cool technique, though? Yes? Question mark, keyword. That's all you have to do. Put the keyword in the title, in the body, and in the URL. That's it. At the end of the URL, put question mark, boom, there's the keyword. Simple. Simple, straight to the point, but it's the most effective technique that you can use in Google AdWords. But Google has another secret. Now, how many times have you been roaming around the internet and saw an ad, not on Google, but on a page somewhere, that looked like this? Anyone ever see this? An ad? All of you have, whether you realize it or not. There's been websites that you go to every single day that have Google ads on it running just like this. And there's 4 ads showing on that page. Okay, does everyone see there's 4 ads there, yes? Yes? Okay, good. Now, there's 4 ads here. So you go to a website, and let's as an example, forget what ads are there right now, but let's say you went to a website, and again, let's use the bridal gowns. You search around, you're searching for bridal gowns, and you're looking at your competitors, and you notice your competitor has an ad like this on Google. And if your competitor was advertising a site, or you ran across a site that was advertising about bridal gowns, and you were selling a bridal gown, do you think that would be a good place to advertise? Remember, another site that has Google Ads, should you advertise on it? If that site was relevant to what it was that you were advertising, yes? Okay, so we should advertise on it. But for ads, I don't like competing with other people. So what I'm going to do, as I'm going to say to Google, I'm going to say, I want to advertise on this site, someone else's site, but I want to kick out the guy in #1 place. Okay? In fact, I want to kick out the guy in #2 place. In fact, I want to kick that third ad off the page too, and I want to kick the guy in #4 off the page. Is that cool? And I'm going to tell them, you know what? I want my ad to look like this. I want to take up all that space with my ad. Now, do you think my ad would have a better impact like this on the page? I would blow up my ad to cover the whole page rather than just those little tiny classified ads. So do you think that ad would work better? Yes? So only one ad on that page. So would you say that I just dominated the ad space on that page? Yes, I just did. So now, you see, the secret is with Google, you can advertise on specific sites. Now, I'm going to explain this to you, and then I'm going to demonstrate this to you. So here's how it works. So we're going to search for our topic. So let's say our top. Someone give me a topic. Fishing? Was that what it was? Someone, you say fishing? Fishing. So fishing. So we type in the word fishing, okay, into Google. And we're going to look for the top 20 sites. So it means page 1 and page 2 on Google. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for the top 10 or 20 sites on fishing. And we're going to look at all of them. We're going to open them up, and we're going to look at them. And we're going to look to see if each one of these sites has Google Ads on them already. Easy enough? Okay, is everyone following me? We're just going to open up each one of these 20 sites. And we're going to look, see if there's a Google ad on them. If there's a Google ad, we're going to save it. If not, we're going to throw it away. So we're going to tell Google that we want to advertise on these specific sites. And we're going to kick everyone else off the page. That's the secret. So now, here's the coolest part. I'm going to tell Google that I don't want to pay them on a pay-per-click basis. I'm going to tell Google that I will pay them 25 cents to maybe $3 every time my ad is shown 1,000 times. So let's think about this. So on the low side, my ad's shown 1,000 times. 1,000 times, and I'm paying Google 25 cents. Not for each time it's shown, but for the total 1,000 times. So is that a good deal for me? Even at $3, is that a good deal for me? Of course it is. So now, if someone clicks on my ad, I'm going to tell Google, I'm not going to pay you one damn penny. Is that a better deal for me? Yes? So now, it's called CPM, which basically stands for cost per thousand. Cost per thousand, that's what it's called. Now, you pay Google a set price every 1,000 times your ad's shown. So which means if your ad is shown 1,000 times and 500 people click on it, and you're paying Google 25 cents per 1,000, how much do you pay Google? How much do you pay Google at that point? 25 cents only. Doesn't matter how many times they click on your ad. You still pay. If you had your ad was shown 1,000 times and 100 people clicked on your ad, you still pay Google 25 cents. If your ad was shown 1,000 times and 500 people clicked on your ad, you still pay Google 25 cents. If your ad was shown 1,000 times and 1,000 people clicked on your ad, you still pay Google 25 cents. So is that a good deal? It's a tremendous deal. It's far less expensive, and you can generate more profits from it. 1,000 impression costs somewhere in the area between 25 cents to as much as $3. I usually pay on average about $1 or so. I usually pay about $1. And oddly enough, on higher markets that have more search volume and on websites that have more search volume, I pay less money. So if I'm advertising a diet product, which I do, guess what? I pay 25 cents for every 1,000 times my ad shown. So the more profitable, the higher search the item is, I pay less money, and I get more traffic. So you end up paying about 1/10 of what you normally would in your Google AdWords account. That's the cool part about this method. Now, here it is. Now, we search for diets. Now, this is very, very powerful. I did a search for the term diets, about 40 million websites here, except this is the first page. So now let's look at this. I opened up all these ads, and we're just going to talk about the first page alone. First page alone. Number 3, qualified. Site number 4, qualified. Site number 5, qualified. Site number 6, qualified. And site number 9, qualified. Met everything that I wanted to have. Now let me show you those sites. Number 3, there's the actual website. That's the Google ad. Does everyone see that? Now what would happen? I would kick all those people off that space, remember, and replace it with what? My ad. So is that cool? They're the number 3 spot in Google. Remember, I told you that the odds are against you from being in the top 10, right? I didn't say you can't piggyback off people that are already in the top 10. Do you see what I mean? So we can piggyback. They're getting a bunch of traffic. So now I put my ad on there, I kick all those people out, and my ad takes up that whole space. Is that cool? So now number 4, same thing. That's the top of the page. There's the Google ad. Okay? Number 5, there's the Google ad. You can see it right there. Site number 6, very blatant. There's the Google ad right there. Site number 9, there's the Google ad right there in the middle of the page. So now let's think about this. I can replace all those ads out of 5 of the top 10 websites on the internet. So now here's what happened. I just dominated the websites, the ad space, on 5 of the top 10 sites under the term diets. Probably the most highly searched term on the internet. And I just dominated all the ad space. I now control 50% of the top 10 websites under the most popular term on the internet, and I did it all in less than 10 minutes. Now, how much traffic could I get? A lot? Would you say a lot? Would that be a good term? I mean, if it was you, could you get a lot of traffic to your website? Of course you could. So now, again, which would you rather have? Would you rather have this, or would you have this? Now, let's stop right here. First of all, how many words did I search on? 1. How many words did I say should be in a Google AdWords campaign? I said 500 to 1,000. So do you think if we did this maybe 500 times more, do you think I'd find more websites that I could advertise on? And do you think if I went past just the top 10, but went into the top 20, do you think I could find even more websites? I'll tell you exactly how many websites under the term diets. 968. Out of 150 keywords only, I didn't do 500, I did 150. 150 keywords, I found 968 websites that I could advertise on. That generates somewhere between 50 to 60,000 visitors a day. And I did it in how long? 10 minutes or so. That's all I did. It's very, very simple. It's very, very easy. Now, are you going to do this all in one day? No, it's going to take you several days to do it. But the fact is you're paying next to nothing for it. So now let's look at this. I pay an average of 25 cents. Okay, 25 cents to get 1,000 visitors to that particular website per 1,000. I mean, to view my ad 1,000 times. It's just how many times that people will click my ad now. So I just want to write a better ad. I write a better ad, I get more visitors. You see what I mean? It's very, very simple. Is that easy to do? Yes? This is the stuff that you don't see people talking about. This is the stuff that people don't know how to do. This is the reason why this works. Go ahead.
I don't understand how are you knocking them off? Are you doing it yourself or you?
That's a very good question. I actually explained it, except you missed it. Because I said really fast, like that. You guys want to hear it again? No, I'm just kidding. Now, here it is. How do I kick all these off and replace with mine? As soon as you choose CPM, Google will ask you, would you like to advertise on these sites CPC, or would you like to advertise CPM? And when you choose CPM, automatically kicks those people off. There's nothing for you to do. Okay? Question real quick. How do I get people to stop from bidding? Oh, so let's say 2 people are doing the same thing. There's a bigger secret. Now it goes by Google Quality Score. So now, if you use the system I talked about earlier by putting the keyword in the top, in the body, and in the URL, you'll beat out everybody every single time. Okay? It's very simple. Quick.
Still put the question mark in the big.
Not necessarily. You don't have to put the question mark. You can. I usually do. But you don't necessarily have to in this particular one. But putting the question mark is if there's someone else beating you, put the question mark in, you'll beat them.
Is that you put the URL and the question mark? I'm sort of half missed that.
Okay?
You put the URL with the question
URL, question mark, and then the keyword, a keyword, yes.
after the slash at the end of the URL.
No slash.
No slash. So it's
Domain, question mark, keyword.
okay.
Okay? That's it. It's very simple. 2 more questions. That's it. Go ahead.
Your keywords or relevant keywords on your site, the landing page, affect the cost
Does
of
my...
CPM?
No, not whatsoever. The question was, does my landing page or my keywords on my landing page affect how much I pay? No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with what I pay. Last question.
Those 4 ads that you're replacing with yours are what's known as AdSense ads, are they?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, people are putting those on to make money if someone clicks on their ad. So you're replacing all of it. And Google says that they're basically the person will make about the same amount of money, so it doesn't really matter to them. So, okay. So is that a cool technique? Yes? Yes. Yeah, can everyone do that? Yes. There is no more secrets on it. That's it. That's it. That's all. There's no more secrets. Just do it. So now, return on investment. Now, many people in the financial markets would say that 3%, 5%, 10% return on investment is good. Is that good? Yes? It's okay. Okay, but there's something better. Something better. You can start it within 5 minutes. Okay? Who would like to receive 50 to 100% return on their investment, period? Would that be that'd be a good deal, wouldn't it? I mean, you guys know about money, right? But who would like this daily? Would that be better? Daily return on your investment, 50 to 100% daily return on investment, of course. So here's the key fundamental. Key fundamental. Now this is the most powerful piece that makes the difference between me and you and how much money you make. Okay? Here's the biggest key. You won't get rich with only one website. I have 750 websites that I have right now. And we're making more and more and more. You won't get rich with only one website. You see, the odds of you making a tremendous amount of money with only one website are not good. Should you focus in on some of your websites? Of course you should. I mean, we have websites making $250,000 to $1 million a year, and some of them even more. But the fact is that that's not the norm. You see, it's very simple. Here's a simple concept. Simple concept. What if, well, let's put it this way. It would take me a long time to work with you to try to get your website making $10,000 a month. Okay? But I can show you how to make $300 a month off your website in about 2 hours. Now, so if you made $300 a month off one website, what should you do? Maybe do it again. So if you wanted to make $3,000 a month, what would you have to do? Get 10 websites. If you wanted to make $30,000 a month, how many websites should you have? 100 websites. You see, that's it. That's the key. That's the success key. If you understand that one concept, because the internet itself is actually very, very boring. Let's think about this. Is it glamorous? No, you're at home. You know, probably wearing much less clothing than I am right now. Okay? You're working at a computer. No one sees you. You're at home. No one sees you. You're sitting there behind a computer. And it's the same thing. You put up one website, and then, or you don't even do it. You have someone else do it. But you put up one website, you get it to where it's making $300 a month or so, you go on to the next site. And it will take you only a couple hours to do it each time. But now some of these websites will make more money and more money and more money. And so some of them will pique your interest a little bit more because you're thinking, oh, well, I didn't really do much and it's making $1,000 a month. Maybe I should take a look at that one a little bit more. And so then we'll spend more time on that and maybe make more products in that same market. And that way we'll have not only one product, but 2 products in that market. And we'll find markets that are going to raise our interest a little bit. Question real quick.
Just thinking of you're looking at a lot of setup costs there for,
Let me ask you a question, right? Okay, so I have 750 websites and I make $20 million, right, a year. So how much does each domain cost me, roughly?
how much for the
$10, right? My hosting. When you have enough websites, if you have more than 20 websites, you should buy your own server, which is going to cost you about $100 a month. Each server can hold basically an unlimited number of websites, but I recommend only maybe 300 websites per server. I actually have 5 servers, right? And mine are a little bit more robust because we get a lot of traffic. So I spend roughly, I think it's about $1,500 a month. So now how much money am I up to? I'm up to, for my website, 750 times what? 10. So it's $7,500 a year. For my servers, $1,500 per month, right? So let's just say that's about what? 20 grand a year, roughly. Let's just say, overestimate a little bit. So 20 grand a year to make 20 million. Is that a good exchange? Would you do that?
Yeah, what about building websites?
Oh, okay, the website cost me $100 to have someone else design, build, and actually upload to the website for me. So it's 750. How many times do I have to do that, though?
$100 for a website.
How often do I have to do that, though? Once. So that's $100 per website. Did I do them all? I've been doing this 12 years, so did I do them all at the same time? No. So it took a little bit of time, right? So now, let's say it costs you $100 per website to put up. So now, again, I spend $100. Let's look at a system, okay? I wrote this all down in a system called an obvious truth. You can look it up on the internet. You can download it. It actually describes the whole thing. Here's the system. I put up one website up this month, right? One website up this month, and now, at the end of this month, I make $300, okay? Let's take it the long way. So now, I put up it cost me $100 out of my pocket, initial investment. Now I made $300 at the end of the month, okay? So now, I made my $100 back, and I have $200 extra to spare. So now, what do I do with that $200? I put up how much? I can put up 3 more websites now because I got my $100 back, but am I going to use that or keep it? No, I should probably reinvest it, shouldn't I? So now, month 2, how many websites do I have? I have 4 now, right? But now, month 3, going into month 3, right, I have 4 websites, now making $300 each. So how much money do I have coming in? $1,200. So now, $1,200, what should I do? Make 12 more websites. So 12 plus the 4 is how much? 16 websites going into month what? 4. Okay, it gets a little complicated. You have to write this down. But you get my point. Does everyone see my point? How much money did it cost us out of pocket? $100. That's all I was working with. $100. Now, it actually will cost you less than $100, but I actually overassumed and said that it was going to cost you $100. You can actually do it for less. It should actually only cost you, because remember, you're buying a private label right product. How much is it going to cost you for the private label right product? $5 to $10, right? So $5, if you really do some searching, you'll find it very easily. So now, $5 for the website. Now, to have someone take that website, put my order link on it, and upload it to a server, a hosting account, how much is it going to cost me? Approximately $20. Okay, so I'm only going to have maybe $30 or $40 invested into this. And then the other $60, I just kind of overestimated because maybe you didn't look as hard as I did. And so you really have a lot more to work with. Do you see my point now, though? You missed it.
No, from what I know, it costs about $2,000 to build a website.
Ah, well, see now, if you knew what I knew, then right?
That's right, yeah.
It would be a good thing, wouldn't it?
It would.
Okay. So now, you're right. You're absolutely right. Most people do think that it takes a lot of money to build a website. Now, I also said something, though, that you may have missed. And let me just explain it, because I want to make sure that you understand this. I want to make sure that you understand this, and you understand this as well, too. I said you buy the private label right product, and it comes with a website already designed with graphics, and it comes with a sales letter already written, and it comes with the product, and a PDF, and it comes in a Word document. Do you see what I mean now? So now we don't have to spend that $2,000. Our website's already made for us. So for that $5 or $10, you're getting a heck of a deal. See what I mean? So we don't have to build something big, elaborate, or anything like that. Let's put it this way. I have never paid, even for the sites that make me $1 million a year, I have never paid more than $100 to have these created. Okay? $1 million a year on some of my websites, and I've never paid more than $1 million. These are not complicated websites. We're not talking about fancy programming. We're talking about simplistic website design. Okay, straight to the point, direct response websites. So now, You won't get rich with only one website. But now, what if you didn't even have to have a website to make money? Would that be easier for you guys? So, that's what we're going to show you. A keyword. My keyword was tattoo designs. I went to clickbank.com, just like Andrew showed us yesterday. And I found a product on tattoo designs. And it paid me $13.60 per sale. So I went to ClickBank. At the top of ClickBank, there's a place called Marketplace. I clicked on the Marketplace link. I found a product. I typed in the word tattoo designs. I found this product, and it said it would pay me $13.60 per sale. Now, I don't even have a website. Do I have a website on tattoo designs? No. No website on tattoo designs. It gave me a link to send people to. Through that link, I get credit for the sale if someone should buy. Again, do I have a website? No website, exactly. So now, no website. My cost, I already told you. My cost was 4 cents, and still is 4 cents. I sent 968 visitors to that website for the day. My advertising cost was $77.44. $77.44. My sales were $177.32. Does that make sense? Everyone understand me? Everyone following me so far? Okay, so I spent $77.44. I brought in $177, so my profit for the day was $99.88 with no website. Using the exact techniques that I just showed you guys, advertising at pay-per-click, I made $99.88 net profit. How long did it take me? 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and I created a $99.08 income from that a day. I average around $80 to $100 a day from that one account. Okay, now let's think about this. Is that good? It took me 15 minutes to do it. Here's another study. Now, if you look at this one, I had 3 campaigns. I spent $89.98 to get 237 clicks. Okay, here's actually my AdWords campaign right there. So now, I made $192.38 profit. So now let's look at this. My gross revenue was $192.38. That's what I brought in. Now, my cost was $89.98. Does that make sense? Everyone following me? Now, my net profit was $102.40 for the day. Okay? For the day, 2 campaigns. Now, I have somewhere between 200 to 300 of these campaigns running at any given point in time with no website, and we just find ClickBank products to market. No website. So now, if you don't need a website, how many people can do this? Anyone? Anyone and everybody. I can make a website. I can afford to pay anybody anything they want for a website. But do I feel the need? No. I just want to make how much? $200-300. You know, I'm happy with that a month. I don't need to spend a lot of money. But many of these, I'm looking for the winners. And the winners, you know, usually give me about $100 a day. So 2 campaigns, I'm making $6,000 a month. How much time do I have invested? 30 minutes or so total between the 2. So who has an extra 30 minutes? Anyone have an extra 30 minutes to make an extra $6,000 a month? I mean, can you guys see yourself doing this? It's actually quite boring, like I said. But with the extra time, you maybe can do, I don't know, maybe things you actually want to do. And maybe spend time with your family. Or if you don't like your family, maybe spend time with someone else's family. I don't know. Do you ever notice that there's a, you know, it's kind of funny. I was talking to my brother the other day. My brother works for me now because my brother called me up one day and my brother said, hey, you know, you make some money on the internet, right? I said, yeah, I do okay. And he says, can you teach me how to do it too? I said, okay, I can do that. And so we went ahead and I set him up on how to do this. In fact, I just bought my brother, because he works for me, we just actually bought together a football team. An actual American football, not this kick stuff. So we actually own a semi-pro American football team right now. So it's just kind of cool. So anyways, so did you see it? You just learned how to become a millionaire. Did everyone see that? Yes. Are you sure? Because let me break it down for you one more time. If you learn how to make $100 a day, whether it takes 1 campaign, 2 campaigns, 3 campaigns, doesn't matter, right? But if you can learn how to make $100 a day, you're good. Because if you found it takes $2,739.72 per day in order to make $1 million in a year. That's what it takes. So now, how many campaigns would you need to find to do $100 a day? How many campaigns do you need? Just need 28. 28 campaigns. 28 campaigns, and congratulations, you're now all millionaires. That's how simple this is. How many campaigns did you hear me I have? I have between 200 to 300 running at any given point in time. 200 to 300 running at any given point in time. So do we make some okay money doing this? Of course we do. Do we spend a lot? Of course we do. You know what? It doesn't matter how much I spend. It matters how much I make. Because as long as I'm making more than I'm spending, I'm doing pretty good. Wouldn't you agree? See, that's what you need to look at. You see, this is all self-fulfilling. We're paying for our advertising. You know how you pay for your advertising? With a credit card. You know, here's the cool part. When does your credit card bill come in? Monthly. You know how often you get paid from ClickBank now? Now you get paid weekly. You have a 2-week initial lag, and then it's weekly after that. They just changed this about 3-4 weeks ago. So now, is that cool? So that means you can pay your credit card bill with money that you don't even have right now in order to do this. But the thing is, do you know if the campaign's profitable? When do you know the campaign's profitable? Today. So if I'm not making any money on this campaign, let's say I spent $20 on a campaign, and if it doesn't make me any money, I may let it run for a couple days. So the most I have at risk is maybe $40, maybe $50. I set how much I spend. So you don't have to have this, you're not out of control with this. So now, let's look at this. We're going to go really fast now. All top marketers have a secret. So who wants to know the secret of the world's top marketers? This is a secret they're not telling you. They're not telling you. So here it is. They all know it's just as easy to sell a recurring income product as it is to sell a one-time only product, which means they get paid monthly. So residual income is the key. I mean, how many people here today actually, I don't know, paid their phone bill last month? Raise your hand if you paid your phone bill last month. Okay, raise your hand if you have a phone. If you have a phone of some sort, raise your hand. Keep them up high. The rest of you, what the hell you do? I mean, do you just not talk to anybody? I mean, use someone else's phone? Well, why not start off the month from scratch? Why start off from scratch? If you paid it last month, guess who's making the residual income from you? The phone company, right? The phone company is. So right now, each of you are starting from ground zero every single month, which is kind of sad. But you're making it harder than what it really is. I mean, who wants to make money easy? Anyone want easy money? You can make easy money. It's easy, simple. Here's just, actually, this is 5, but here's 6, because I added one this morning. Site number 1. I have 2,500 members, and it pays me $74,000 a month. Okay? Site number 2, 1,800 members, pays me $71,000 a month. Site number 3, 1,500 members at $29.95, $44,000 a month. Site number 4, 250 members, $125,000 a month. Site number 5, I really don't have any members, but it pays me $32,000 a month. Site number 6, we just actually started that. We actually started that site 3 weeks ago, and we're up to $23,000 a month of income right there. So my total income per month off this is $373.704 currently. And that averages out to be about $4 million a year. Now, this right here is whether I work or not. I don't have to, if I don't sell a new product this month, if I tell everyone you cannot buy anything else from me ever, I'm still going to make $4 million a year. And it's not true, because what's going to happen is next month, it's actually more money. And it keeps on getting bigger and bigger. You know, it sucks, because I can't even stop it. Is that a good position to be in? It just keeps growing and getting bigger and bigger. I don't know why, but it's okay. So, 2 words, membership sites. Membership sites, residual income in the form of a membership site. Not what you're thinking, though. Your objective is simple, recurring income, monthly income. So it doesn't have to be in the form of what many people think is a membership site. It can really be anything. So here's 7 different models that I want you to write down. An email model. Number 2, a PDF model. Number 3, an audio postcard model. Number 4, a video postcard model. Number 5, a PowerPoint model. Number 6, a service model. And number 7, a membership site model. These are 7 ways to create a recurring income. We're going to cover just a couple right now. So now, here we go. Ready? Okay, you got 10 seconds left. We're going to cover these as we go along, so don't worry about this. Remember, just audio, video, PowerPoint, service, membership. Okay, that's all you have to write down. So here he goes. Email model. It's exactly what it sounds like. Your customers receive an email from you weekly or monthly. The stock market industry has been doing this for years. People pay to receive a monthly or daily email with tips on what to buy, what to trade. And this is the easiest type of system to start off with because the tools that you need is simply an autoresponder. An autoresponder, if you go to a website and you fill in your name and email address, it goes into an autoresponder, which means these are pre-written messages coming to you daily or weekly, whatever it may be. So now, here's how it works. Remember that system I showed you guys earlier? Same thing, opt-in page, sales letter, order page, except the last page changes. The last page, after they finish, they fill in their name and email address to go where? Onto our autoresponder, onto our list. Okay? That's it. That's all the technical ability that you need. So, can you write an email? Okay, here's what happens. Here's what a typical email is. It could be a newsletter that they receive monthly. So maybe 2 articles, okay? Maybe 2 articles, a joke, and some latest news for the week. And it's automatically sent to people. You put it into an autoresponder system that's going to cost you about $20 a month or so. But you can have an unlimited number of autoresponders. And what happens is you follow the system right here, and people sign up. They get week 1 this week. So if he signs up this week, he gets week 1. If he signs up next week, he gets week 1. He's getting week 2. If she signs up the week after that, she's getting week 1. He's getting week 2, and he's getting week 3. You see what I mean? So as new people come in, they start the beginning of the series, and it's automatically sent to them every week. So if it's every week, how many issues do you need to write? 52, right? There's 52 weeks in a year, so 52 issues. So now, 52 issues. Did I say you have to write them? No, because you can get other people to write them, and it may cost you maybe $15 to $20 per issue. Okay? But now, do you have to write all the issues at the same time? No, which means you can get the newer issues written as you what? As you get members paying for them. You see what I mean? So you can, as you make money, you invest it in your business, and you get more issues written. So 52 issues for the whole year. And now, again, you're charging people maybe $20 a month to access this. And then how many people do you really need for this to be profitable? Not many. Not many at all. It's very simple. It's very easy in order to have this whole system work and get it up and running. Here's an email model. You can preload your content into the autoresponder. So what do you need? If you weekly, you need 52 issues. Monthly, you need 12 issues. And you can outsource the whole thing. It's, again, you're selling the concept of an email every single week, a newsletter every single week. This is one of the most popular forms of membership sites on the internet. One of the most popular forms of membership sites on the internet. It's all over. I know people right now currently making between $500,000 and $600,000 a month, but having 12 issues, 12 emails that going out once a month. That's it. And they just advertise it all over the place. A PDF model works the exact same way. Your content is delivered into PDF. I'm going to show you an example. And people like pictures in doing this. And you can make it look like a magazine. Here's an example. Here's a newsletter a friend of mine does. Okay. Here it is, called Affiliate Classroom. Now, I want you to look at something. My friend's name is Onyx Singal. Now, here's his, it looks like a magazine, right? So the first article is written by someone named Kathy Jackson. The second one is written by Deborah Rabin. Third one's written by Roxanne McHenry. And again, this is the whole newsletter. Mark Thompson written the next article. And Evelyn Grazzini wrote the last article. So, now let's think about this. So, that was his magazine. My friend's name was Onyx Singal. How many articles did he write He didn't? Let's see. Other people wrote all the articles for him. Now, all these other people wrote those articles, and they wrote them for free, too. Now, here's why. Pick up a magazine, okay? Pick up any magazine. You're going to notice that in the magazines, there's all kinds of writers. Very few magazines have paid staff, paid writers. They usually get their authors from people that want to contribute articles on a monthly basis. Why would you want to give a magazine free content? Exposure. What was that? To get your name in there. I write for 4 publications online. We'll hit cancel on that one. I write for 4 publications online. So now, why do I do it? To get exposure. I write for 4 magazines actually nationwide in the US. Now, what you do is you go to a store, you pick up a magazine for your particular model, and you want to emulate what the end user is already familiar with. Any deviation from this, you want to make it look like a regular magazine. If you don't make it look like a magazine, you're going to look like a what? An idiot. So you want to make it look professional. It can work for you or against you. Now, here's another model. Another model is people just receive audio every single week. So you send an audio message each week to these people. You pick up a microphone and you just start recording. Maybe it's answers to their questions. It could be a 15 or 20-minute message to them. But people are paying you $20 or $40 a week, a month to do this. So here's an example. This is one I send to my coaching program. These people, they get a lot more than this, but they pay me $500 a month. Now, these people, it's an audio message I send out every now and then. It's a picture of me, has the branded of our program on it, has an audio button that just starts playing automatically for them. Here's another one called Freedom Factor. Again, another program of mine. These people are paying $300 a month. Again, same thing. They click a button, and it automatically starts playing for them. Now, I send them an email. They click on the link, and they come to a website, and they watch. This is what they see. And again, these people pay a significant amount of money, and I'm just giving them a quick message every single month as well, too. Question?
If they don't have time to watch it straight away, can they download it and save it for later?
Can't download it, but they play it right online. They can always click on it later on and listen. Remember, this is only 15 or 20 minutes, so it's not very complicated. So now, tools. You need a postcard, a graphic. A postcard graphic you can get created for maybe, I don't know, $30. But how many times do you need to do that? One time. You need room to write a message. On an audio button, I recommend a service called Audio Generator. Why? Because I own it. But no, it's easy, because the reason why we use it is because you put a message up on your, to get it onto your website, you pick up the phone and you record it. Or you can turn on the microphone on your computer and you record it. And that's how it works. So you need a microphone on your computer. Let me ask you a question, though. Question is, who wants access to the exact systems that I use to generate millions of dollars every single year? Anyone would want that, yes? Now, let me ask you another question. How many people thought before I started speaking today that at the end of my presentation, I was going to offer you something? Did anyone think that? Raise your hand if you thought that, okay? A friend of mine told me, never, ever, ever disappoint an audience. So, because you thought that, what I'm about to show you, though, requires no experience. Who's qualified? Okay, good. Now, if you can answer email, you can do this. That's the only technical ability you need. That's it. It requires only the time you have available to you, and if you only have 1 hour a week, because you're running a job, it's still going to work. It's not going to matter. It's not get rich quick, though. It's not going to, overnight, you're not going to become a millionaire, but it is get rich forever, which takes a little bit more time. But the fact is this works. It works for people all over the place. And the phrase I like to tell people, success leaves traces. And let me explain that to you. You see, it's a system called I Am Complete. And the system itself is 3 components. And this whole system revolves around one membership into this one program where you're getting access to it. So I Am Complete, it's 3 programs, and it's a complete training system to give you a complete internet business. And each teaches you every aspect of creating a proper business to last a lifetime. Now, nothing's left unturned, because these programs are very in-depth and detailed. So it starts off with the first program. It's called Ad-Based Internet Marketing. Remember the Google stuff I showed you? Well, we take it one step further. And it's like you looking over my shoulder, and what you're going to see is me teaching you this video training program. I take you inside my Google AdWords account. I create the systems. You watch me create the ads. You actually see me doing it actually live on the videos. I'll be personally teaching the course. I teach you all the steps throughout the whole process in order to make it work. And I teach you a system that literally shows you how to take a few minutes and turn it into profits. It's very, very simple. And it sells for $49.97, but also you're going to receive my automated membership site program. Now, my automated membership program takes you inside of the 7 different ways that I use to create membership sites. And I create membership sites differently than anyone else does on the internet because they're very simple. It's a 5-session, actually 6-session, but it's a 10-hour program where I teach you everything it is. I walk you through all the steps. I show all the system that generates me millions of dollars with membership sites. I mean, I have some membership sites generating me $125,000 a year. I have other membership sites generating me $23,000 a year. But that's okay. I mean, even on the low side, would $23,000 be okay? It's not bad considering it only takes me 15 minutes a month to manage. $49.97. Now, again, Internet Marketing Explained also, this is what you're also going to receive. This is the third part of the package. Internet Marketing Explained is the most comprehensive course ever developed on internet marketing. And you're going to see 54 hours of hardcore training information. This took me 13 months to develop. Everything that I know about internet marketing, period, is in this course. It's going to be my covert strategies that I use to actually create an 8-figure business. It's a digital version of this course. So with all these courses, you're going to get a username and password and access in a membership area, and you're going to see why in a second. But this has only been taught to private clients. Again, as I said earlier, that I don't have private clients anymore. I only have one. Now, that one client that I have, I increased their business last year alone by $120 million. $120 million. So do they like me? Yes, they do. They do anything I want for them. But the fact is, when I did have private clients, I charged them $5,000 an hour. But here's what you're going to receive inside of this. I'm going to teach you how to buy and sell websites. I can buy a website today in the next 10 minutes, sell it for 3 times the amount I paid. The most out of money in my pocket is going to be between $50 to $100 to buy a complete website business. I'll show you where to find them, and I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to make money with AdSense. I make a lot of money by having those little tiny ads, those Google ads, on my sites. In fact, I taught the first course ever on Google AdSense way back in 2003. In fact, let me give you an idea of how much money I do make on AdSense. With 1 month's AdSense check, I bought my parents a brand new house. Google bought my parents a brand new house. Google paid me enough to buy my parents a brand new house. Does that make sense? I paid, the next month, I bought my mom and dad a brand new car. I'm actually buying them another car next month. But the fact is that's all money from Google. It didn't come out of my pocket at all. Google paid me enough in order for them to buy a house, car, all within the same, actually I bought the house 1 month, the car the next. Affiliate marketing, I'll show you how I have people driving traffic to my websites and promoting my products for me. I'll show you how to generate affiliate marketing by literally marketing other people's products and services, but we're also going to show you actually how to have 1,000+ people in 30 days marketing your products and services. We're going to teach you how to make income with blogs. I have 9,000 blogs on the internet, all automated. I don't write a single one of them. It works automatically every single day, and we make money with Google with it from it. We're going to show you how to do press releases. Remember my good friend, Michael Lee Austin, the country music singer? The very good-looking gentleman I showed you earlier on? Well, anyway, I'm going to show you what we did when we launched his CD, and we drove 148,000 visitors in 48 hours just using press releases. And we're going to show you how to do that all online. It's very simple. Viral marketing. We'll show you how we do viral marketing, viral postcards. We did viral marketing before the term was even created. And we're going to show you how we do it, how we drive literally millions of visitors to our websites using that. Product creation, we'll show you how to create any product you can possibly imagine. We'll show you how to make ebooks. I have the best-selling ebook software there is on the internet. Over 300,000 people a month use my ebook software in order to write their books. We'll show you how to do ghostwriters. For example, ghostwriters are kind of cool. Now, do you think like people like Tony Robbins or Donald Trump sit down and write their own books? No, they don't. I can tell you 100% without a doubt that they do not write their own books. How do I know? Because both of their ghostwriters are my students. Both of them. In fact, Tony Robbins' ghostwriter right now is finishing off my book that's going to be released next year. So I know all about ghostwriters. I know how they work, and I know how you can use them as well, too. Interview products will teach you how to interview people. We have one of the top interview sites that we have in the world. With our big seminar series, I've interviewed every top major internet marketer you could possibly think of. We're also going to show you about audio products with teleseminars. I've made as much as $200,000 sitting from home in my underwear using teleseminars. In 90 minutes, think about that. 90 minutes at home, just talking on the phone, 200 grand later. Is that cool? Can you talk on who can talk here? Anybody? Okay, if you can talk, if you follow my system, you can make money with it. Public domain. I will show you how to use information that's already written to actually sell online. We make somewhere between $30,000 to $40,000 a month with products that aren't even ours. Have you ever heard of heard of Dracula? Have you heard of Frankenstein? Have you ever heard of the Da Vinci blueprints? We sell all those books online. Jane Austen. We sell all of Jane Austen's books online, and we do it very specifically every single month. These products, remember I talked about 15-minute product creation? You can do this in 5 minutes. Take a book, put it up online, the right's already yours because it's public domain, no one owns their copyright on them, and you can put them up and start selling them. We'll show you how we do a product launch. Our last product launch that we did $1.2 million in the first 48 hours. Okay? We'll show you how we did it. My $4 million story will show you about traffic secrets, how we get 5 to 6 million visitors a month to our websites. We'll tell you how to write copy. We'll show you how to do search engine optimization. If you look at any one of my websites, you'll see that we're always in the top 10. But I'll show you, but again, I always do it with a grain of salt and tell you not to depend on it. That's the key. Now, again, we'll show you about affiliate programs, but we'll show you list building, how to build a list. I'll show you my example of how I did 4,000 people to my opt-in in just a matter of 7 days. We'll show you how we use Google AdWords to do it. We'll actually show you the site. If the site's still up and running today, it still works today. And so we're going to show you, but that course sells for $19.97. Plus, you're going to get dedicated to my staff. Now, we have 24-hour customer service to all my generator software products. Plus, I have a dedicated team to answer all your marketing questions. The problem is, you see, no matter what you do, you're always going to have questions. The problem is, are you really going to have the answers to all of it? Chances are, probably not. So what we have is you can use my staff, my team, in order to answer all your questions for you. So you're not going to be left in the dark on this, but here's the best part. The best part about this is that we're willing to support you not only now, but we're willing to support you into the future. And because I know you're going to have a lot of questions for many years to come, you're going to receive lifetime access to my staff and my team to answer any questions about anything about marketing that you could possibly think of. So we're going to give you all the tools that you need. It's software. If you want to write a sales letter, fill in the blank. My sales letter software actually produces your sales letter, and it produces your website, like that. Very simple. You want to create a PDF. You want to create an ebook, excuse me. Again, you want my ebook software, my pop-up software, my cover graphics, anything that you need to actually market your business, we actually give you all the tools because I made my business online by creating the best software that you could probably get. It's $18.55 if you bought those all online today. But now, what you also receive is this. Again, this is kind of a recap. Everything we talked about, plus my generator software package. So you use 3 courses, lifetime support from my team, plus my generator software package. But today, you'll also receive 1 free seat to my big seminar. Now, my big seminar is the biggest internet marketing seminar in the US. It's the oldest internet marketing seminar in the world. Now, think about this. It's the largest internet marketing seminar in the US. I usually give away about 100 grand throughout the whole 3 days to people in the audience. We'll be giving away $25,000 cash to an individual. We provide networking every day. We actually feed you at all of our events. Throughout the whole event, we feed you lunches every single day. On Saturday night, I bring in some kind of entertainment. I brought in bands, stage hypnotists. I've done all kinds of crazy things to have fun with. But 3 days of live training, the top marketers in the world are going to be there. 1997, we have Jay Conrad Levinson coming there next time. We have Harv Eker coming there next time. And again, it's sold online for $19.97 right now. It's next November, Big Seminar 13, November 5th, 6th, and 7th. The cool part is it's in Las Vegas, Nevada. So if you've never been to Las Vegas, you're going to come to Las Vegas because it's kind of fun. I just bought a house there a couple months ago. So I'll send you the DVDs of the event if you can't make it there. So again, you're going to receive everything we talked about plus a ticket to my big seminar. Now, you're also going to be getting something that's going to be very easy for you. We are going to give you private label products that you can start marketing immediately. You don't have to go out and buy them. These are products that I created that I was going to market. So now, each course is in PDF and Word. The sales letter is already written for you, so do you have to write a sales letter? No, the website is already created for you. The keywords are already researched for you. The Google ads are already created for you. All you have to do is insert your payment link. If you don't want to even do that, don't worry about it. Just leave mine there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Now, you're going to get not just 1, but you're going to receive 40 private label products. These aren't like run-of-the-mill private label products that you'll see other people talk about or use. Now, the reason why is because these private label products were created for me. They weren't created for you. These are products that you're not going to find anywhere else because we've done all the research. We know that these products will sell. We've done the market research. And these are products that we were going to put up ourselves personally. Plus, it costs you at least $500 to develop all these products. That's not even including the sales letter, but it costs you over $20,000 to develop these products yourself on your own, easily. That's not including the sales letter, that's not including the advertising. But the fact is that in order to get traffic, you see there's only one surefire way that's worked since the beginning of the internet in order to drive traffic to your website, consistently over time, and that's through article marketing. Writing articles about your subject, putting a link at the bottom of it to your website, offering a free report of some sort. And I created a private storehouse of articles over the years because I was going to create a website and sell people articles every single month. The fact is I didn't. I haven't done it. So I've had these over the course of the last 3 years. I had these created. So you're going to receive access to my personal private label article collection. These are among 180 different topics. It includes over 4,000 private label articles on 180 different topics. Whatever you're promoting, you can take it. Just promote these articles out there using the system that I teach you. And if you want to have these articles written, search engine optimized, because all these were written under a search engine optimized basis, which means when you submit them, they're going to be very high as far as the rankings in the search engines. I paid over the course of 3 years, I paid over $20,000 to have these created. You're going to get all that today. So you receive everything we talked about today so far, plus 4,000 private label articles. Now, for the people who act now on this, what you're going to receive is, for the first time ever, I'm making not only 11, but now 12 of the preview calls. Every big seminar that I did, I've interviewed all my speakers. I've interviewed every single one of these speakers, and you're going to get the resale rights to those interviews. You can sell it, and you can keep all the money. So how much money do you keep? All the money. Is that a good deal? Yes? Now, the fact is, over 200 hours of content, but you need to get up now. Here's why. Because the people I've interviewed are people like Jay Abraham, Alex Mondozian, T. Harv Eker, John Reese, Frank Kern, Michael Fortin, Carl Galletti, Jonathan Mizell, Stephen Pierce, Mike Stewart, Declan Dunn, Mike Filsame, Yannick Silver, Joe Vitale from The Secret, Jimmy D. Brown, Joel Christopher, Bart Baggett, Ted Suba, Bob Silver, Frank Guerin, Bruce Safran, David Garfinkel, Marlon Sanders, Paul Culligan, Joe Polish, Linda Forsyth, Alexandria Brown, Mike Lippman, Sean Casey, David Connie, Derek Gall, John Carlton, Stephen. I mean, these are all these people. But the cool part is you get access to all these people. These are all friends of mine. The fact is that you get access to all of them. What can you do with them? You can sell each interview individually. You can actually make a membership site. You can use them as bonuses. You can transcribe them and make ebooks out of them. No one's ever done that. Now, sell them as a group. Use them as creatively as you can, but you keep all the money. Now, the best part about these interviews is each call starts off with me talking about my big seminar, and only people attending my seminars are allowed to become my affiliates. Those are the only people that could promote my event. Now, when you order, you'll be given this link to sign up as an affiliate for my big seminar, because each call starts off with, "Hi, this is Armand Morin, and this is our big seminar preview call series, and tonight we're talking with Joe Vitale," or whomever it may be. And at the end, what you do is you give those people a link. After they listen to the call, you give them your link about my seminar, because we talk about throughout the whole thing, and I'm going to pay you $1,000 per sale for each person that comes to my seminar. So would that be cool to walk into a seminar and walk out with money in your pocket? Yes? I mean, the biggest check that we sent out to date has been $60,000. So imagine coming to an event, walking out, we pay you live at the seminar, and walking out with a check, $50,000, $60,000, or whatever it may be. It's kind of cool. So it gets even better, because this is not even yet announced. Actually, we did announce it the other day. It's Armand Morin Live. So for those who get up right now, I don't do private trainings anymore. Now, this is your chance, because Armand Morin Live is where we delve deep into my company. I'm going to take you behind the scenes. I'm going to introduce you to my staff. What we're going to do is we're going to show you how I run my whole company. I am going to show you live on stage how to create a product. I'm going to show you live on stage how to drive traffic. I'm going to show you live on stage exactly everything there is to know in 3 days, all about internet marketing. It's me teaching you for 3 full days, and you can learn my most advanced secrets as far as creating a business online, and how my business skyrocketed over the course of the last 18 months. The massive changes I made. In fact, I'm going to show you a multi-million-dollar technique that I showed Jamie last night at that event. In fact, Jamie, when you heard this technique, was it good or was it good? I mean, instantly he was talking about, well, we can do this to our business, we can do that to our business, we can do that to our business. Why? Because it works. The bottom line, this system is so powerful. It's $29.97. We sell it for online in order to be there. But now, you're going to receive everything we talked about right there, and big seminar preview call rights, plus a ticket to Armand Morin Live. Now, the thing is, brand new. This is absolutely brand new. We just released this 4 weeks ago to the marketplace. But when you sign up today, this is your chance to actually get something that no marketer will ever offer. I don't care who the marketer is, they will not make this next statement that I'm about to make. Nobody will actually do this. I will train you, which is no secret, but I will train you for the rest of your life. Is that cool? Is that okay? Is it okay for you to learn the secrets that I'm using every single day, but not only get them once, but get them updated every day for the rest of your life? Is that okay? Here's what we're doing. You see, we just created a brand new site called Marketing Tutorials. I launched it just a few weeks ago. Now, Marketing Tutorials, it's a brand new monthly program that we launched. Actually, it's not next Thursday. We launched it last month. But I personally train you every month. You ask the questions. I give you the answers. I create video tutorials on everything that you want to know. It's working amazing for the people that's using it right now. Today, you're going to receive lifetime access to that. We charge people $47 a month. You're going to get it for the rest of your life absolutely free. You'll not be charged any recurring billing, nothing. The fact is, once you get this package today, we're going to give you access to the Marketing Tutorials website. So today, you're going to receive everything we talked about, plus the Marketing Tutorials lifetime membership on there. So today, it's $83,840 worth of value. Now, the best part is that we take check, credit card, and American Express. So now, do you guys use any of those? You use check? Okay, great. You meet me in the back. Now, the thing is, everything right now, it's $997 today. $9,997. But 3 words can change your life. Now, here's the fact. Success leaves traces. This is the title of my new book. This is my whole philosophy behind business. And the fact is, you need to be at my seminars. I want you at my seminars. I want you to learn the techniques that I've taught many of the speakers that are here this weekend, the techniques that I've taught many of the well-known marketers online today. You need to be at this seminar because I want to make it easy for you in order to get this package. That's the bottom line. You need this package, but you have to get up right now because when you get this, you're going to want to do it. I don't know how many order forms in the back because all the packages that we have are actually still in my suitcase. And they're on their way still and won't be here till this afternoon. But whatever order forms they have in the back that we have, when the order forms are gone, that's it. You see, we're expanding our business, like I said, and I need your success story. The AIM course is brand new. We haven't released this. You can't go buy this online, and that's not there yet. But I'm going to release it to the world in the coming months, and I need your help, and I need your success story with this. So when you create a success story with the system, I'm willing to pay you for it. Is that okay? Is it okay for me to pay you money? Is that okay? Does anyone have a problem with that? No. Good. Now, what we're doing, we're willing to pay you today for it. So today, you're going to get everything we talked about, but it's $997, but what we're going to do is we're going to give you $5,000 for your success story. So the whole thing is actually $49.97. Now, here's the deal, though. I want to make this as easy as possible for you to get this today. Again, I'm not coming back to Australia anytime in the near future, guaranteed. And you will never see this package offered anywhere, ever again. And here's the reason why. Because after today, this is my last speaking from outside the country today. And what's going to happen is we're not going to sell this package anymore. Next year, we're selling a brand new package. Now, if you get up and go to the back right now, if you're one of the first few people to take action on this, I will finance the whole package for you. So instead of paying $49.97 today, here's what's going to happen. Again, there's only a few of these packages that we have available. Whatever's back there and whatever's going to work, you're going to get it. It's $16.67 today, and then it's 2 payments of $16.67. So again, you're going to receive everything you have, but there's 10 minutes. The fact is that today, I agreed in one thing and one thing only. People that succeed in life take action immediately. That's the key to success. If you take action on this in the next 10 minutes, I'll finance the whole thing for you. You're going to get not just one package, you're going to get 3 packages. You're going to receive the 2 courses, plus the big course, the ad-based internet marketing, the automated membership sites, plus the internet marketing explained. Plus, what you're going to get is everything that we talked about, everything. You're going to get this as soon as I get back in the US. We're going to send you a username, and we're going to send you a password for this. And you're going to receive access to all these things immediately, which means literally in just a few days, you're going to be able to actually start using this system. You're going to actually start marketing the products, and you're going to get to the seminars to come to the US to train with me personally. The Armand Morin Live, our next event, is actually in December. You guys won't make it, I can tell you right now. But the fact is that in April, we have our next Armand Morin Live event, and it's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. So I think it's in Phoenix. I'm not sure. I'll take that one back. Now, again, you can get everything for $16.67 today, and then 2 payments of $16.67. So again, my name is Armand Morin. Thank you very much. I hope you've learned just 1 or 2 things about the internet today, and I'll talk to everyone in a bit. Thank you, everybody, and we'll talk soon.